Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA.
Here we go.
In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Charlotte Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now here's Thomas. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot. If I was just looking for one word to describe Laimbeer, it would probably be bullyish. He's got size and toughness, which makes him a real menace at his position.
Pistons passing it around. 6 to shoot. Dumars kicks to Thomas. Over Bogues. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Dumars.
Boy, Thomas getting exactly what he wanted there. That's a high percentage look for him. Really nice looking stroke.
Pass to Gill. Back to Bogues. Over Thomas. And it's Bogues missing.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
And here is Thomas. Dumars with it. That's another rebound. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the inside. And again, another assist.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Up top, Dumars. He's covered by Gill. Dumars dishes to Laimbeer. Outside, Aguirre. Back to Dumars. Reed with the rebound. Bogues with it. Pass to Reed. Here's Jaminski. Johnson left side. Over Aguirre. And another assist. Now here's Thomas. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Where there's contact, usually Bill Laimbeer is in the neighborhood now. He thrives off of it and often instigates it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now Bogues. Pass to Reed. Here's Johnson. Aguirre covering. Aguirre grabs the miss.
And the defense wasn't horrible, but still, he's got to come through there. There wasn't enough resistance to prevent him from scoring that one.
Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Gill the pass to Bogues. Stolen by Dumars. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Pass to Thomas. Back to Dumars. 5 on the clock. Shoots it. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Dumars fully understands his role in this offense, including what shots to take.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gill against Dumars. Pass to Bogues. Rebounded by Lambier.
Really tough to see a quality look like.
And another steal for him. Bogues with it. Now Thomas another one goes. Incredible.
Confident from there. Muggsy Bogues.
Outside Thomas. Lambier with a screen on Bogues. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with him. Have to use that timeout and get him some medical attention.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Sally, he's checked in for Lambier. Sellers comes in for Rodman. Thomas checked in for Aguirre. And Walker subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. .144 left to play in the first quarter. Walker the pass to Sally. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Newman. And here's Bogues. Curry on the wing. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Dumars the pass to Sellers. Takes it from 10. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Hornets with possession here. Trailing by 2. Here's Chapman, guarded by Walker. Chapman the pass to McCaw. Sellers pulls it in. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Dumars with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Walker with it. Nothing on the board. Here's Dumars. And Curry pulls it down. Well, the Hornets shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Walker against Bogues. Outside for Curry. Bogues the pass to Curry. Here's Chapman. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. That's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. It's Detroit up 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
So far, the defense has been excellent coming into this game.
They're communicating, providing help when needed, and not giving up anything easy. You love to see this type of effort.
Here's Newman. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
Here's Chapman. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now here's Thomas. Right wing. Here's Sally. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Walker. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. No good that time. Oh, they've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Could very well be the opening they've been waiting for.
From 10 feet out, Sally with the rebound. Johnson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Walker in the post, guarded by Curry. Pass to Sally. Outside Thomas. Count that one. Sellers has got his second basket of the night. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, we don't have to guess what they're going to be talking about. We know what the deal is.
Yeah, the offense has been throttled. They have to figure this thing out.
A different look here for Detroit. Lambier checks in for Sellers. And Aguirre's subbed in for Walker. Over to the left wing. Here's Chapman. Pass to Gill. Here's Jaminski. Clock is at 3. Nice D from Lambier. The Pistons lead it. Outside, Aguirre. Now, here's Thomas. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Curry on the wing. Aguirre covering. Pass to Chapman. Hits it again. Wow.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
Down low. Here's Lambier. Pulls in another board. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Chapman. Here's Gill, just his first attempt. Offensive rebound, Jaminski. Gill the pass to Chapman. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Here's Chapman, and it's good off the glass. Chapman's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hornets.
That's how you run the two-man game. Nice shot.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Sally. Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Fades and shoots. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Lambier, clearly a high IQ offensive player. He realizes when that mid-range jumper is the best shot for him to take.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Detroit. Dumars comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Bogues the pass to Reed. Bogues kicks to Curry. Inside. Up top, Bogues. Just 4 to shoot. Right at the free throw line. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Dumars. To the middle. And then Lambier with the dunk.
Merciless jam that time by Lambier, not giving anybody room to get in his way.
Here's Gill. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Bogues. Here's Gill. Reed with it. Guarded by Sally. Charlotte no good that time either.
That's not a bad look. He missed that chance, but he'll get them to fall if he gets space like that.
Dumars misses. The Hornets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. There's 3 of 9. And another one.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And, well, Detroit shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass to Aguirre. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good.
Check out the agility from Aguirre inside, finding a path around the contact.
Hornets have gone 4-10 in the second quarter from the field. Bogues against Dumars. Gill misses the 3. So it's the Pistons now. And there's the drive. Count it. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
With a strong, well-put-together frame now, Mark Aguirre is tough to stop on the bounce.
Now Bogues. Curry outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Without question, Bill Lambier displaying his skills.
He was playing with a ton of energy in the first half. Not what we expect from him, but nobody's complaining about it.
Yeah, he tends to be more of a support guy. You rarely see him take on that level of responsibility, but he handled it and more.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Johnson outside. Pass to Jaminski. And here's Bogues. Now Reed. And he banks in the layup. Reed's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Charlotte. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 2. Rodman sets the screen for Thomas. Right side Dumars over Gill. And Dumars with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Dumars got his second basket of the night.
How about the timing Dumars possesses? Fantastic catching and firing right away.
Aguirre against Johnson. Now here's Bogues. Not a lot of room. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Rocket 2. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Pistons leading by 4. And here is Rodman. Still yet to score. Dumars with it. Left side Thomas. The 19-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trying to find a way out of this rut, Mike.
Yeah, looking to regain some momentum offensively.
Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now here's Bogues. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Isaiah Thomas.
Really excited to see what this young man can do. Johnson brings so many skills to the table.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
Hard not to be excited about Larry Johnson. He's got a great build, ton of energy, and seems to have a real aptitude for the game of basketball.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Thomas against Bogues. Steps back and fires. Thomas, no luck. The Hornets trail. Pass to Gill. Johnson with it. Thomas covering. For the tie. Shot by Johnson, no good. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Dumars. Thomas surveying the D. Now here's Rodman. Here's Aguirre. Another shot. Reed with the block. And he stays with it. Thomas passes to Dumars. Bogues against Aguirre. Over Bogues. Aguirre no good.
When you bring it inside, you have to go up strong, because more often than not, you'll face stiff defense.
Now Bogues. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Detroit making a switch here. Sally's checked in. Curry's checked in for Charlotte. Six on the shot clock. Johnson with a screen on Thomas. Here's Bogues. He nails it, and we're tied up.
You know, I think they've got to show a little more anticipation dealing with these screens, because right now they're just laying on them and getting stuck.
Look, you have to go over the top or duck under. Right now, they're seemingly trying to go through the screen.
And Detroit has possession. After the basket by Charlotte. Aguirre passes to Sally. Here's Thomas. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Thomas got his second basket. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Gill. Curry on the wing. Here's Gill. Shot clock at 6. Outside to Bogues. To the right side. Fades away. Gill misses.
He tried to get space with the fadeaway, but it might have just disrupted his shot even more.
Pass to Dumars. Here's Sally. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers. It's not that hard to spot an illegal screen.
Most of the time, an easy call for the officials.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Sellers checked in for Lambeer. Thomas comes in for Aguirre. And Walker subbed in for Thomas. Charlotte calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, time to talk things over.
Yeah, they've got to get organized and make more of their opportunities.
.119 left in the third. Newman the pass to Bogues. Pass to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Such a strong passing game. If you get open, Bogues will find a way to feed you.
And Thomas now, top of the key. Back to Walker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Sal nabbing another steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's McCaw. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Dumars. Hits from the high post. Dumars got 4 points now in the quarter.
An efficient scorer at all three levels. Dumars is especially confident for mid-range.
Pass to Newman for the lead. Connects again from distance.
The D has to be better, or else he will drain this shot.
And here's Walker. No scoring in this one. There's a good screen. Here he goes. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Pistons on top. They're up by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Outside Thomas. Chapman with the rebound. Charlotte shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Back to Curry. Here's Chapman. Johnson the screen. Sellers pulls it in.
That was superb defense, guys. No way he was going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Thomas. Walker with it. Back to Thomas. Outside, Walker. There's the triple. Curry with some nice D. Charlotte trailing. Here's Newman. Here's Chapman. Pass to Newman. Shoots the three. Here's Johnson. And the Hornets miss again.
You know, you got a feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Yeah, but he has to stop shooting. He's really hurting his team.
Walker the pass to Thomas. They set the pick. From the stripe. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Newman. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Newman's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Walker. Here's Sellers. Pistons passing it around. Here's Sally. Money from the wing. And the Pistons lead by 1.
That's unselfish right there. Love to see him moving the rock like this.
The Hornets call time.
I've been really impressed with some of the adjustments coach has made here in this ball game.
Yeah, as the game has moved along, coach has done a nice job making the necessary changes.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Lambier's checked in for Sally. Rodman comes in for Sellers. Aguaya's checked in for Thomas. And it's Dumars in for Walker. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Hornets was getting across in the huddle. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Johnson. Over Aguirre. Charlotte no good that time either. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Thomas. Larry Johnson grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wants to get it to Rick, and another assist for him. Clark coming down the stretch. It's still anybody's game.
Anybody's game is right. Incredible effort and energy on both sides. I know these guys have to be maxed out and gassed.
Pass to Dumars. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Dumars has no problem stepping up for his team. He's always ready to drop a shot.
Now, here's Bogues. Here's Gill. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, gets some space and hits the big-time shot. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
He found room for mid-range. You'd think the defense would be keying on him.
Here's Dumars. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Bogues. And the basket by Thomas. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Isaiah Thomas not a guy to back down from the moment. Great competitive spirit and able to produce in the clutch.
Thomas against Bogues. Pass to Gill. Shoots over Dumars. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Confident shot. He was ready to fire the moment he touched it.
Rodman with a screen on Gill. Dumars the pass to Aguirre. Outside Dumars. Over Gill. Dumars misses.
From the mid-range, you really want to avoid contested attempts.
On deep. Good! Another from 3.
Bagging his own groceries there. Bogues normally looks to pass it in those situations, but saw he had an opening and took it.
Outside Dumars. Outside Aguirre. Outside Thomas. Over Bogues. Thomas, no luck. The Hornets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Bogues the pass to Jaminski. It's hauled in by Thomas. And the Pistons with possession here. 4-point game. Here's the teardrop. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Simply as calm as you can be in that situation.
He's got that mentality. Doesn't shy away from big moments.
Out to the wing. Pass to Gill. Lets it go from 14. And it's Bogues missing. Timeout, Pistons. What do you think we're going to see here?
A chance to tie it up right here.
They know what's at stake here, and so does their coach. They need a solid play to knock this one up.
Seconds left in the game. Thomas kicks to Dumars. On the wing, Rodman. And Thomas has it in the corner. Lambira screen. That's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Timeout, Pistons. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I think you attack the rim here. Get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance for the putback.
Off the inbound pass. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Kevin Harlan signing off.